Not sure how long.
Plays here. No one does more live local play-by-play than the Score does. And it's time for more right now. Sports Radio WSKW The Score and CentralMainSports.com now presents live coverage of high school sports. High school sports on The Score is presented by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hermon Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HermonLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at MidstateUSA.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas pellet and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan, from sales of computers and accessories to service, we're your go-to computer store. Height Chevrolet, our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU, invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care, 216 Main Street, Waterville, your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Hermon and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. And now, with live coverage of your team from your town, here's Mike Violet.
And a pleasant good morning. It is morning for now, at least anyway. Welcome to Morton Field in Augusta, where today here on The Score, we bring you live coverage of the Class B North semifinals between the number 1 Cony Rams and the number 5 Hermon Hawks. We are here just in time to pause for the playing of our national anthem. Well, John, we may have to sing it ourselves. Here we go. Once again, Mike Violet, John Coughlin live here at Morton Field in Augusta, where the weather is clearing. You can see the blue skies beyond left field. And these two teams, the Cony Rams and the Hermon Hawks, took very different routes in the quarterfinals to get here. Hermon with an upset win over number 4 Nokomis. They won 14-4, and of course, we were here at Morton Field in Augusta on Thursday for what was a crazy good game. Cony gets 2 runs in very unconventional fashion in the bottom of the 7th inning to win by a score of 2-1, John.
Well, it wasn't a particularly great Cony game, but they survived, as you said, Mike. I don't know how many times we've seen a team, if they're going to get to a state championship, they've got to have one of those games in their tournament structure that they had to come back and win, and Cony did it. Again, Parker Morin was involved with his speed and his base running, but that was a game that you look at and you say, phew, we got by him.
All right, the Cony Rams taking the field. Let's run down the starting lineups here today for the Hermon Hawks. First of all, for Matt Kinney's ball club. Of course, Kinney, the former big leaguer with the Milwaukee Brewers, San Francisco Giants, among others. Here's his lineup today for the Hermon Hawks. Cam Morrison will lead off. He will play second base. Batting second in center field, Sam Hopkins. Hitting third, playing shortstop, is Max Hopkins. Batting cleanup and pitching today is Maddox Kinney, the coach's son. Hitting fifth, the DH Braden Ladd. He is going to hit for the catcher, Cooper McAlpine. Hitting sixth and pitching today, Mason Kinney, again the coach's son. Batting seventh in right field is Eli Cormier. Hitting eighth, playing third base, is Tommy Meserve. And batting ninth and playing in left field is Edgar Leclerc. That is the starting lineup here today for the Hermon Hawks.
Mike, Hermon has been to the semifinals 3 times in the last 15 years, but they have not advanced any further than this. It's a team that has had some problems late in the season, but they do have some pitching strength. We'll see how well their offense does here today.
Max Tibbetts, the left-hander who did warm up the other day when we were wondering if Jordan Benedict would be pulled from the ball game. Tibbetts, a left-hander, a quality left-hander, on the hill today for the Cony Rams defensively as the sun is now out in full force.
How did you predict
You
that?
feeling a little sheepish now about wearing your winter coat with a fur-lined hood here today?
It was snowing in Thompson when I left.
The defense for Cony and Don Plord, Lance Terrio's in left, Parker Morin in center, David Fry is in right field, third to first along the infield, Landon Perry at third, Drew Lindquist at short, Matt Boston at second, Jordan Benedict at first, Max Tibbetts, Trent Hayward, the battery, and we are ready to go. Cam Morrison ready to lead it off. And the first pitch of the ball game is low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, we saw Cony the other day kick it around, and you got to question whether or not they can bounce back defensively.
5 errors. It was not pretty.
No.
The 1-0 is hit high to center field. Morin started back a step, now comes in and has plenty of time to camp out and make the catch. 1 out.
Mike, all of a sudden you sense this is a great playing day. The other day we struggled with wind that really changed the game around.
Wind that nearly blew our laptop computer away.
Yeah.
1 up, 1 out. Here's Sam Hopkins. If not for an unusual occurrence, a great save by me, we would have been knocked off the air. That curve is high, ball 1. That's one of the few times in my life I've shown quick hands.
That's the way the day went. Everything was on edge.
The 1-0 swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Today's game brought to you in part by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. A wave and a miss, a foul tip actually into the mitt. Held by Hayward. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caribou's pitcher, Dillon, was a crafty left-hander. Tibbetts throws the ball a little bit
He does. He's got some
harder.
more zip on it, that's for sure. There's a breaking ball inside corner. Caught him looking. Strike 3, 2 outs.
Tell you what, if he's going to get that high curveball called, it's going to be a long day for the Hawks.
2 up, 2 out. And here is Max Hopkins. Hopkins, right-handed batting shortstop. Fouls one back to the screen, 0-1.
That's good cut right there. Got what he wanted.
No balls, 1 strike. Hopkins deals. Breaking ball, check swing, but it's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And right now, Tibbetts cruising. No balls, 2 strikes on deck, hoping to hit Maddox Kinney.
Hopkins was looking for the fastball, got the curve.
That goes all the way to the backstop. It's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Max Hopkins. We are in the top of the first inning. No score. Hermon Hawks, Cony Rams, Class B North semifinals. Glad to have you with us here for baseball on Saturday here on The Score
And you're right, Mike. You did dress right for this, but this is a gorgeous baseball day
perfect.
now. Oh,
Not too hot, not chilly.
not yet.
Big breaking ball is hit to center field. Cruising over is Morin, and he makes the catch, and it's a rocking chair first inning for Max Tibbetts on the mound. No runs, no hits, no errors, nothing across. We've played a half. The score is Hermon nothing, and Cony coming up. This is high school playoff baseball on the score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
No. Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here live at Morton Field in Augusta. Cony Rams lineup for Don Plord goes this way today. Parker Morin leads off. He's in center field. Batting second is the designated hitter, Anderson Noyes. And who did we decide he's hitting for today?
He is hitting for Jordan Benedict.
He is hitting for Jordan Benedict, the pitcher. So who is on the mound today? No, Jordan Benedict is not the pitcher. Jordan Benedict is at first base. So he is hitting for Jordan Benedict. So it is Parker Morin leading off in center field. Anderson Noyes batting second. He's the DH. Hitting third is Trent Hayward. He is the catcher. Batting fourth is the pitcher, Max Tibbetts. Hitting fifth is Landon Perry. He's the third baseman. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Drew Lindquist. Hitting seventh, playing left field, Lance Terrio. Batting eighth, the right fielder, David Fry, who was a real catalyst the other day. And hitting ninth and playing second base is Matt Boston. They will face the pitches of Mason Kinney, one of two sons of former Major Leaguer Matt Kinney on this ball club. Like his father, he's tall, but he's not nearly as filled out as Matt Kinney was as a high schooler. So Kinney will throw to Cooper McAlpine. He is the catcher here this afternoon. The rest of the defense left to right in the outfield. Edgar Leclerc in left, Sam Hopkins in center. Eli Cormier is in right. Third to first on the infield, Tommy Meserve at third, Max Hopkins at short. Cam Morrison at second, Maddox Kinney at first base, and again, Kinney and McAlpine the battery, and we are set to go. Parker Morin ready to get it started here for Cony. Fastball. That had some zip on it. Strike one.
Yeah, Kinney, watching him warm up, got an 80 to 82 mile an hour fastball, pretty good curveball, and does throw a cutter. Right there.
That one is a little bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Pop straight up. That'll make it over us and out of play. Nope, the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kinney gets the sign from McAlpine. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball is hit high into the air. Short center field. Center fielder Hopkins is in, makes a one-handed stab of that. 1 out.
You always wonder first inning as new outfielders coming to a new site, look up into the sun. Have they played here? The sun is directly in the center fielder's eyes.
So Kinney on the hill is a junior.
Yeah, he will fill out. He does look like Matt. I remember Matt in Legion Baseball, particularly New England tournament at Orono, and he looks just like his father.
I thought Matt was a little heavier than this when he was in high school. He certainly filled out as a college player at Maine. That's on the outside corner to Anderson Noyes, the DH. 1 ball, 1 strike. He showed bunt on the first pitch. 1-1.
Cony showed a lot of bunt against Caribou. Had to get a runner over.
Check swing foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Kinney is out in front.
And we were both talking, Mike, coming into this game. We're not so certain how much punch Cony has offensively.
Yeah, after Parker Morin, weren't really many very good swings the other day. The 1-2. Curveball in the dirt, skips by McAlpine all the way to the backstop. So it is 2-2 on Noyes with the catcher Trent Hayward on deck.
There's a pretty good cutter right there that the catcher couldn't handle.
2-2. The deal. Fastball wide upstairs, and it's a full count now on Anderson Noyes. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pitch got up into the mid-80s, so he can reach back and get a few more miles per hour.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Blew that by him. Inside heat there from Mason Kinney. 2 outs. First strikeout. 2 up, 2 out. And here is Hayward
Mason Kinney, all legs, all arms, big wind-up, ball just explodes on you.
So, Father Matt, of course, at Bangor High School, superb basketball player and baseball player, went to Maine, superb college career.
Yep.
Drafted 5th round, I believe, by the Milwaukee
was high,
Brewers, which is pretty darn good. That is wide.
He's
Ball one on
saying
Hayward.
down, and boy, I'll tell you, Matt Kinney does not like that
Yeah,
from
I
the
thought
dugout.
that was a strike. Looked like it was on the black. That's a strike.
That
One ball.
That's
one
why
strike.
Matt is sitting right on the corner,
Right.
and he's in the umpire's ear.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here is the pitch from the younger Kinney. Fouled back, and a bullet back here that missed everybody. Fortunately, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll tell you what, Hermon has as many people here as the Rams do.
Hermon travels well.
Yeah.
They're here.
Great
Swing
pitch.
and a miss. Strike 3. So Kinney strikes out 2 of 3 in the first inning. So each pitcher has a 1-2-3 inning in the first inning. After 1 full in the Class B North semifinals, we are scoreless between Cony and Hermon. You're watching live coverage of playoff baseball on The Score.
What's the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone and Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone and Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone and Stove in Oakland.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here at now sunny Morton Field in Augusta. Temperature 64 degrees. Pretty nice day to play baseball given the morning that we had, but things have dried out nicely. This field always well maintained and in very good shape here as we go to the second inning. Each pitcher, Max Tibbetts and Mason Kinney, with a 1-2-3 inning in the first.
Yeah, both pitchers look to be on their game, and we were talking about Kinney between innings. I mean, with his genetics and background in coaching, Mike, he may be emerging right in front of us.
He certainly is very fluid. He certainly has a pitcher's build.
Yeah. And he has a pretty good coach in the dugout.
And here is Maddox Kinney, who's a good-looking ball player, too. Takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Maddox, the first baseman, he is a bigger Kinney of the two.
He had a grand slam in that 14-4 win over Nokomis.
Swing and a miss. And he is in the hole here, 0-2. He is a senior. So Maddox, the older of the two brothers. 0-2 on Maddox Kinney, Max Tibbetts. Curveball stays high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is Kinney, Ladd, and McAlpine. Excuse me, Kinney, Ladd, and Kinney in this inning.
Yep.
The 1-2. Spiked foul right off the end of the bat.
Are you over the St. Peter's and St. Pierre's from Caribou yet?
I have PTSD from it, John. Trying to keep up with the St. Pierre's and the St. Peter's from Caribou is not easy.
My goodness.
We did the best we could. We were warned. Hard ground ball. It's by the glove of Perry, who kind of olayed it into left field. That's a base hit. Our first base hit of the ball game, and Kinney is on.
Yeah, that was an Olay at third base. You got to move your feet, get in front to have a chance to throw him out.
So, lead man on here is Braden Ladd. Ladd, the DH, left-handed bat. So, lefty on lefty, wicked close stance. See how this matchup goes. Kinney not really fast at first base. Average speed. That fastball explodes high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. So good hitters count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Throw to first, and again, early in the ball game, going after a runner at first in the second inning, a guy who's not really fast, and you give him second base.
Well, on that move, Tibbetts was setting him up. That wasn't his good move, but he threw it across his body. and the first baseman couldn't get to it.
So Cony is at second with a 2-0 count here. Swing and a miss, a wave and a miss there by Ladd, 2-1.
I know it's only the second inning, but I might move this runner over to third.
They don't, and it is outside, and it is 3-1. The winner of this game is going to play Ellsworth, that is, for the regional championship. They played yesterday. Ellsworth beating Old Town. That's ball 4.
Now, Ellsworth scored 11 runs in the sixth inning. They scored all of their runs in the 11-2 win in the sixth inning.
Isn't that something?
They were down 2-0 going into the sixth.
So they win it by a score of 11-2, and the regional final is going to be on Tuesday at 6:30 at UMO. We are done after today as the MPA picks up those games. There's a fly ball to right. Fry is back. Plenty of time. Tagging at second is Kinning, and he will cruise into third base on that fly ball to right. So they get the runner to third on the fly ball by Mason Kinney.
Great piece of hitting there, Mike.
So here is Eli Cormier, the right fielder, with a runner on third and 2 out. And, 1 out. So a real chance to get him in here thanks to the error.
Now, first and third, catcher Hayward is giving the signs defensively what they intend to do. The middle of the infield's back, playing for the double play up the middle. Corners are back.
Tibbetts from the full windup and swinging over that and missing is Cormier, 0-1.
They're conceding the run.
They're back even with the bag at second and short. Foul in the stands, and it ricochets down to the lower part of the stands. Runner was on the way at first, by the way. It's 0-2.
Yeah, you want to put Braden Ladd in motion in this situation to stay out of the double play.
They'll try to turn 2. Cony has a good middle infield.
Yes, they do.
The 0-2. Runner goes again. The pitch is a ball. Fake throw by Hayward. He'll give him the bag. So second and third. So the force is off now.
Count is 1-2 on the hitter. Suicide is out.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tibbetts to Cormier. In the dirt.
Oh.
Hayward with a good stop. 2-2 on deck is Tommy Meserve.
That sure was a good stop, Mike. That was a 59-footer.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, bouncer out in front. It is picked up by Hayward. Going to be a tough play. They don't get him, or do they?
Oh, they got him.
They got him at first, and the runners can't move up. That is a great play by Trent Hayward behind the plate. Put a star beside that one.
Sure was a good play, and he held the runner with his eyes. He was watching the runner at third, which made him stay at third, threw the runner out at first.
I apologize for the camera work because, you see, I am the cameraman today, and I've got to figure out my role.
You could.
And I didn't move the camera there. My bad, to give you a look at that bang-bang play at first. First pitch there to Tommy Meserve is strike 1 as Tibbetts tries to pitch out of this jam. 2 outs now. Runners on second and third.
Coach Kinney now wondering if he should have moved the runners over.
The 0-1. Fouled off to the right, not a play. 0-2.
In semifinal games, you only get a few times to break open a game. That was one of them.
0-2 now. Number 8 hitter, Tommy Meserve. Runners on second and third. Tibbetts deals.
Oh,
inside, just missed.
Ooh.
1-2. You all right over there?
Oh,
I
my
maybe
goodness.
You had something.
I've seen too many close pitches.
You got shanked over there or something. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cony Crowd was with me.
The pitch. A bouncer to second should be an easy play for Boston. He bobbled it again, and threw it away. 1 run scores. Cony's defense comes up poorly again. 2-run score. It is 2-0 Hermon.
A ground ball that literally he booted, Mike. He dropped the ball, went down to try to pick it up with his glove hand, reached down, dropped it. Runner is safe.
Let's see if we have this on the Midstate Machine instant replay. You can see it there. And so, another error, 2 in the inning. E4 allows 2 runs to come in to score, and Meserve made it all the way to second. Number 9 hitter now, Edgar Leclerc, takes ball 1.
The loss of Josh LaJoy a week ago to injury has really fouled up the Cony defense.
It sure has. That is on the inside corner for a ball, and the count is 2-0.
The decision was made to move Morin from shortstop to center and go with two youngsters at short and second.
2-0. That's a strike 2-1. Our replay, of course, brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. I still say they're a better defensive team with Morin at short. The 2-1. Low, good stop by Hayward, who's had a really good day behind the plate. Keeps the ball right there.
Well,
and it is 3-1.
Mike, thus far, we haven't seen any reason for him to be in center. They're not hitting the heck out of the ball.
No.
But they are putting the ball in play to infielders.
Now, Morin's going to be a plus defender no matter where he is, but I'd rather have him at short. Swing and a miss there, waved right through. A ball on the outside part of the plate did Leclerc, and it's 3-2. So the runner will be off at second, Tommy Meserve. 2 runs in. It's 2-0 Hermon. Here's the pitch, foul tipped into the mid, strike 3. So minimizing the damage there is Max Tibbetts, but 2 runs come in to score for the Hermon Hawks. They are both unearned. They get 2 runs, 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score is Hermon 2, Cony 0. This is live coverage of playoff baseball on The Score.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here from the bottom of the second inning at Morton Field in Augusta. McGuire's over there. Morton Field in Augusta. It is 2-0 in favor of the Hermon Hawks, and here's Max Tibbetts to lead it off for the Cony Rams.
The Rams have not lost in over a month, Mike. They've won 10 in a row.
First pitch by Mason Kinney is wide. Ball 1 to Tibbetts, his opposite number here today. Kinney, 2 strikeouts to end the inning. 1-2-3. He set down Cony. Fastball is fouled off, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Max Tibbetts up on the bat. Inside out swing.
It is Tibbetts, Perry, and Lindquist, middle of the order. Max open stance. Here's the deal from Kinney. Inside. Oh. That was close. 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's around the plate.
He is right on the plate, the hitter, Tibbetts.
Yeah, he sure is.
That left foot is right up against the line. Ooh, that almost got him, and it's all the way to the backstop. And the count goes to 3-1.
There are pitchers who do not like players that close up onto the plate.
Right.
You know, the plate is theirs. They don't like infringement.
Well, I think that's when you have to establish that the plate is yours and throw inside.
Exactly.
That's wide, and it's ball 4.
Wow.
So a walk after a 1-2-3 inning. Kinney will pitch from the stretch from the first time today. 5-pitch walk. Here's Landon Perry, the third baseman.
Mason Kinney looks into the dugout a lot.
Well, when your father's there and he's an ex-major leaguer, I suppose there's reason for it. Quick conversation between Landon Perry and Don Plourde.
And we've got a pinch runner.
Yep.
And that would be Riley Artcott.
He's the guy. He's the Herb Washington of the Cony Rams.
He's the runner,
right? Do you get that reference, John?
I do.
It's you and I both. That's it. Everybody else, it's way over their head.
I know.
Google Herb Washington, and you'll find out what I mean.
They're the runner.
So Artcott is at first base, and here is Perry. Perry, the third baseman. Slightly closed stance, facing Kinney. And it chopped him off, and it's right back to Kinney, and he missed it. It's going to be a base hit. Everybody is safe. It went right back to Kinney, and he missed it.
Yeah, you know, Kinney wanted to make the play quickly and throw the runner out at second base, caused him to bobble the ball, and everybody's safe.
As we look at the Mid-State Machine instant replay. So that's a base hit.
You got to get an out in that situation.
So a base hit on a ball that went about 65 feet. And here's Lindquist looking to bunt. Gets it down nicely, pulled it down the first base line. Second baseman covers.
Well done.
Good defense by Hermon. That goes 3-4 to get the out. Great bunt by Lindquist. And the runners are moved up to second and third, respectively.
Great bunt by Drew Lindquist. He deadened the ball, got it down to the first baseline, and both runners moved up nicely.
So Tibbetts on third, Perry on second. Here's Lance Terrio, the left fielder. So let's see if Mason Kinney can work out of this second and third jam with one out. Fastball for a strike.
The Rams need a run.
They need a big hit. That's what they need. They didn't get certainly on Thursday, but they're trying to put a crooked number on the board. It's been a while.
Corners will come to the plate.
The set by Kinney.
Nice
They've
move.
got him.
Run at
They've
the
got
runner.
him. You got to run right at him.
He'll know.
They've got him.
He'll know what
no,
to
they
do.
didn't get him. The throw home.
He's
He
out.
is out. So Cony, the comedy of errors on the bases there results in a man thrown out at home.
Well, you're going to credit Cam Morrison for that, and the umpire is telling him he missed the runner at second.
Right.
But Cam Morrison made the call to go to the plate on the tag, and it's a great heads-up play by the second baseman, Cam Morrison, to pick off that runner at the plate.
So that went 2-4, back to 2?
6 through it.
All right, 2-6-2.
Yeah.
All right. So 2-6-2. Tibbetts is retired.
Big play.
Perry still at second. Now 2 outs. You get the hitter out here, swing and a miss, and you're out of the inning. And Terrio is behind in the count 0-2. So Cony problems playing defense. Cony problems running the bases.
Exactly. And you know a Hermon team is going to play that right.
The 0-2 fouled back. He just got a piece.
Kinney did exactly what he had to do. He ran at the runner to make him commit. Then he put the ball in the hands of an infielder.
I don't know how many times when you see that play when they don't run directly at the runner.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
If Matt Kinney played at Maine and where he did, he knows his son's going to run at him.
The 0-2 late swing, little pop-up right to second base. Morrison there, and Kinney works out of a second and third one-out jam thanks to some problematic base running, shall we say, by the Cony Rams. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on. We have completed 2 in the Class B North Baseball semifinals. The score, the Hermon Hawks 2, the Cony Rams nothing. It's playoff baseball on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW. The Score, CentralMainSports.com, and The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Mike Violet and John Coughlin back live here at Morton Field in Augusta. We go to the third, 2-0 Hermon. Just had a fan come up between innings during the commercial and say, hey, I just got your Herb Washington reference, and he pointed at his gray beard. You have to have a gray beard. All right, leadoff man, here's Cam Morrison as he fouls one back off Mac Tibbetts, 0-1. He flied to center in his first plate appearance.
If you're the Hermon Hawks, you got to love what's going on
Absolutely.
right
now. Cony ran itself out of an inning. And Cony, of course, gave Hermon its 2 runs thanks to some bad base running. Line drive, Lindquist up to grab. It didn't have to go too far up the ladder, but up enough. 1 out.
And Cam Morrison has now timed up the offerings of Max Tibbetts. Second time around for the hitters.
1 out here, Sam Hopkins, the center fielder, called out on strikes his first time in the first. 2-0 Hermon. 1 out here in the third. Curveball fouled back, 0-1.
And that's a lazy curveball. It's spinning, but it's not breaking down.
Little bit of a hit me sign on it.
Yes, it did.
The makings of a cookie. No balls, one strike. Fastball got him swinging there, 0-2.
Threw that one right by him.
On deck is Max Hopkins as the Hopkins boys hit. We got the Hopkins boys and the Kinney boys in this lineup. From Hermon, which I believe is the original hometown of Stephen King. The 0-2. Inside, busts him back, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Get off that plate. That's a good pitch right there.
Yep.
0-2.
Little purpose pitch.
Yep.
1-2. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
Tibbetts has him way out in front. Ground ball, and again, Perry does not get in front of it. And it goes into left field. I'm giving him an error. That is an E5. You got to get your body in front of that ball.
Well, you got to learn because he had one just like that an inning ago.
It's the second time the same as the first.
And everybody in the Cony dugout told him, get your body in front of it.
Or, excuse me, second verse, same as the first. So 1 out base runner. Hopkins is on. Here's Max Hopkins. So the bad base running continues. Little looper. Lindquist got a bad break and he can't get it. And it's a base hit. Lindquist's original step there was in as we get a look at the Mid-State Machine instant replay.
Well, watch Parker Morin. He thinks Lindquist has got it, so he gives up on it. And from his shallow position, Parker might have gotten to it.
So Hermon is in business. That's a base hit. First and second, 1 out for Maddox Kinney. So older Kinney with a chance to help out younger Kinney, and a conversation with the old man down at third base.
Just to settle down his defense, and sometimes with runners at first and second and a lefty, you put on a play for the first baseman to come in behind the runner at first. And that is something that you could be talking about right now. You could be putting on that first base pickoff.
And I hope Matt Kinney told Maddox Kinney, here's the sign. Hit the darn ball as far as you can. That's a sign right there.
That's good coaching.
That's my philosophy. I'm like Earl Weaver. I want 3-run home runs and good pitching.
Okay, the first baseman is behind the runner at first. And
all right, here is Maddox Kinney, who singled his first time. Takes one in there. High strike called, strike 1.
If you're going to do it, here's where you do it. Throws over behind.
0-1. Tibbetts sets. Play. Swing and a miss. He had him out in front on a ball that was probably on the outside corner, but not really easy to catch up to.
And outfielders are moving towards right field. He's
Parker Morin is in right center.
Late on the swing.
Tibbetts.
That's one of them.
Steps off. Fakes a throw to second.
Watch it here.
Runner at first has a big-time lead. That is Max Hopkins, and stepping off here is Max Tibbetts.
I think he just wiped it off, Mike. The pitcher just wiped off the throw over. He doesn't want to do it.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. That's a huge strikeout there by Max Tibbetts. 2 outs.
That's why he didn't want to do it. He knew he could get the strikeout.
He threw it by him, did Tibbetts, and now with 2 outs, it's up to Braden Ladd. Ladd walked and scored the second Hermon run. That came in the second inning. Curveball is inside, almost got him. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Tibbetts, quick pitch, strike called.
Yeah. Tibbetts wants to do it himself now.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's the best way to do it.
He feels it.
1-1, check swing. Actually, it was more of a, I need to get out of the way of this, and it hit his bat, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, defensive swing. That ball was coming up and in at the chin.
On deck is Mason Kinney, who just flagged down that foul back. The set by Tibbetts. Here's the 1-2. It's into center field, and in is Morin, and he dives and makes the catch. Well, Don Plord said the other day to me when I asked him about Morin playing center field, he said he's my best center fielder, and we just saw why right there. And that great catch by Morin keeps Hermon off the board in the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third here in the Class B North semifinals. Our score is Hermon 2 and Cony nothing. It's high school playoff baseball on the Score.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
Back here live at Morton Field in Augusta. Let's get a look at that catch.
Well, he gets
by
a great
Parker Morin.
He gets a great jump, and from there it's easy. I mean, he knew where the pitch was. He was off on the pitch. He knew it was going towards left field. Great jump, made it look easy.
So Morin keeps Hermon off the scoreboard. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's the bottom part of the Cony order to get things started here. David Fry, Matt Boston, 8-9, then back to the top to Parker Morin. So 8-9 and 1 against Mason Kinney. Kinney, 2 scoreless innings so far, worked out of a big-time jam last inning, had runners on 2nd and 3rd, and got out of it. And here is Fry.
Well, the Rams need to get something pumping here, Mike. This is not the way they want to be at this, and 2-run lead with Max Kinney on the mound.
They have not played very good baseball the last couple of games, that's for sure. Here's Mason Kinney. Did you just call him Matt Kinney?
I did.
That is low and away ball 1. I haven't done it yet, but now that you have, I will.
I know. It's hard not to.
1 ball, no strikes. We are the only people in this ballpark not in the sun. That's by the pitcher. Second baseman Morrison comes in, handles, throws to first, 1 out. What's up with that? You have your fur-lined coat, which you don't have on.
I know. And a long-sleeve sweatshirt.
And we are the only ones not in the sun. That'll change here probably within a half hour or so. But
who would have thought this day would turn out like this?
It has turned out to be absolutely delightful with our temperature 68 degrees here in the capital city. That is in the dirt up there for ball 1 to Matt Boston, the Cony second baseman who had a tough game in the field. His error resulted in 2 runs coming in to score. The only 2 of the ball game. A 1-0 count to the number 9 hitter in the Cony lineup. Here's Mason Kinney dealing.
Yep.
Strike called. 1-1. Parker Morin on deck. Kinney. 1-1. Misses wide. The Alpine had to go to the left-handed batter's box to snag that. 2-1.
It's a coach's dream when you can get the leadoff hitter up with 2 outs.
That's a strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Matt Boston, trying to get something started here with 1 out for Cony. Down 2-0. Little ground ball foul.
Just got the bat on that curveball.
2-2. Center fielder Hopkins pretty much straight up in center field. Right fielder Cormier is toward the line, as
nice
you
pitch.
should be. That is not a strike. And it is 3-2. Matt Kinney not real happy with that call.
No, neither were the fans.
3-2 popped up.
Center
fielder is in. He's side saddling it to take the glare of the sun out of the picture. Easy grab out there for Hopkins, 2 outs. Is he wearing glasses? I can't tell.
He is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he is.
So 2 out. Here is Mr. Morin, who himself has made a sparkling defensive play in this ball game, and he flied out to Mr. Sam Hopkins in center field, his opposite number, to lead the game off for Cony. Curve for a strike. That was a beautiful bender there from Kinney.
And again, you want the leadoff hitters up with 2 outs, and Coach Kinney loves this.
0-1 in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Play the outfielders deep and throw strikes.
1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Morin right through that fastball. 1-2. And this is when you want Parker Morin up if you're Hermon with 2 outs and nobody on.
Well, this curveball may be in the dirt.
The 1-2. No, instead, it is a foul ball off the bat. I thought it hit him for a minute. But
he tried to get hit.
It is a foul ball. 1-2 on Parker Morin. If he can reach Anderson Noyes, the DH.
Well, he tried to get hit because if he gets on, he's on second.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hard to shortstop. Hopkins is there. Fields fires. Good arm. And did he pull him off the bag?
No,
Nope. He held the bag. Good job by Maddox Kinney, who is pretty tall, like his father, like his brother. And so it's a rocking chair inning for Mason Kinney as he retires the side in order. That one 6-3, so a couple of ground balls wrapped around a fly ball, nothing across for Cony in the bottom of the third. We have completed 3 here from Morton Field at Augusta. The score in the Class B North baseball semifinals, the Hermon Hawks 2, the Cony Rams nothing.
My dad's a real hero, not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad, and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
And before we go to the top of the 4th inning, our line score after 3 is brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Through 3, the Hermon Hawks, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They've left 3. Let's keep an eye on that number. And for Cony, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. And that has been a problem. Cony throwing it all over the place. They have left 1 in our line score after 3, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan.
Yeah, I mean, Cony has outstanding team speed, but they can't get runners on base, Mike. And if you're Hermon right now, you're playing for 1 run.
Here's Mason Kinney, fly to right his first time. Facing Max Tibbetts, who's given up just 1 hit. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
The Rams in the last 15 years, no regional final.
Nope. Been a dry spell. 2-0, excuse me. Tibbetts has given up 2 hits. Ooh. Nice save, John.
That may be the save of today.
Yeah, that's the save of the day. Our Wi-Fi hotspot, which is kind of important. That's in the dirt. John just saved it. Although you also knocked it over.
It didn't go all the way over.
So the wind is what almost knocked over the laptop the other day. You are responsible for nearly knocking it over and then saving it from being knocked over. Nice job.
That was a bad play, though.
Pretty good reflexes for an old man like you. 3-1, that one is in there.
I knew I'd lose my job.
Usually that's what I do when I stand up is hit that and knock it over. 3-1 to Kinney.
Nice.
Strike called outside corner, 3-2.
You know, both pitchers are throwing well here today.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Tibbetts pitches, fouled back. And we'll have another 3-2. You see Garrett Crochet pitch last night?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
What's he throw it?
100? That's fouled in the air to right.
But all the time.
All the time? Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's a foul ball to right field, snagged there by David Fry. 1 out.
Remember the days, Mike, when it was such, an unusual feat when a pitcher would throw it 100.
Now everybody does.
Yeah.
Excuse the camera for a second. I'm making a quick adjustment here. So 1 out, and here is Eli Cormier. Cormier out on a nice play on a little dribbler out in front by the catcher, Hayward. 2-3 on the putout. Foul tipped into the mitt, strike 1. Yeah, Crochet, 1 out in the 9th inning, 1-0 ball game, served 1 up, and Judge hit it 9 miles to tie the game.
Which he can do.
He was due, as he had been 0 for his last 6 against Crochet, all of them strikeouts.
Wow.
Got him 3 times last night, but Judge got him in the 9th inning, so he was yanked after that, but the Red Sox walked it off in the 10th to win it 2-1. Crochet 6-4 this year. None of those wins has happened at Fenway. And his ERA is right around 2. That's fouled back. 2 teams will play tonight at 7.
Getting a glimpse at Trent Hayward's hair, the catcher.
Yes.
What did you call that the other day?
Moss.
Moss.
In homage to Dennis Eckersley, of course, who is the guy who came up with the word moss.
Yuck.
That one is hit well to left center field. Nobody's going to get this. It is down. Hitting first and going to second is Cormier, as finally the left fielder, Terrio, gets it in. That's the best hit ball of the day by far. It's a one-out double for Eli Cormier, and Hermon has a runner in scoring position at second for Tommy Meserve.
Well, Tibbetts threw the high, hard one, got it up around the letters.
He tomahawked that one.
And Cormier got it all.
Here's Tommy Meserve. Reached on an error his first time. That's high, ball one.
Tibbetts is getting the ball up and up and up in these late innings.
Meserve is the one who hit the ball to second that Boston fumbled, kicked, as
goodness.
John said, threw it away afterwards. And that is ball two.
Anytime the hitter turns around and asks, and
2 balls, no strikes.
Coach Ford got into his nest on that.
That one is wide, 3-0. That one wasn't close.
No
question about that one. So Tommy Meserve, the number 8 hitter, with a 3-0 count.
Anytime an umpire looks over at the dugout after he makes a call, you know he screwed it up.
Edgar Leclerc on deck. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Can't believe you're going to bunt there.
No, and the idea that it's going to change his pitch is...
3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's into right field. Right fielder comes on, and he can't make the play. Fry has it bounced up against him. They're going to send the runner. The throw is way off, and Hayward drops the throw from the right fielder. Fry might have had a play on second base on Leclerc. Everybody is safe. It is 3-0 Hermon as Cormier comes in to score on an RBI single by Edgar Leclerc.
Anytime the bottom of your lineup strikes, and they just did, it's an advantage for the Hermon Hawks. Tommy Meserve, a real nice piece of hitting, taking that outside curveball and dumping it into right field.
Oh, excuse me, it was not Leclerc who hit that ball. It was Meserve, as you said. Here is Leclerc. Leclerc, a left-handed batter, takes one, checks his swing, takes one for ball one. He struck out swinging his first time. So a double and a single. Nice try out there by Fry, but could not make the diving catch. That one is fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's an RBI for Meserve. He is on second on the throw.
The Rams need to cut this riot down quickly.
3-0 Hermon. And we've got time called and a loose ball that the umpire felt like he had to have. We also have a loose bat over there, too.
Danny Deshays got in trouble. Remember Danny?
Yes.
He got in trouble in that one time the minor leagues, left a ball out.
That's into center field, a base hit. The runner hits third. Here comes Meserve. The throw by Morin is too late. A play at second, that's too late. They throw it away. The runner will go to third. And so the fielding problems for the Cony Rams continue. It is 4-0 in favor of Hermon, and all the way to third is Leclerc.
Yeah, the Cony defense is letting the Cony Rams down. First of all, that ball has got to be cut off, Mike, and you've got to keep that runner who hit the ball off second base. So the Rams are guilty of throwing the ball around, but not making the easy plays.
And 2 loud hits by the 8 and 9 hitters in the Cony lineup, in the Hermon lineup, Meserve and Leclerc. Morin's throw was way off. He missed the cutoff man. And the throw by Hayward to second base, that was nowhere close. And now Dom Plord is out to the mound to talk to Max Tibbetts, and that is the end of his day. So we've got a pitching change here in Augusta. We'll run it down for you coming up. But first, we'll take a break. It is 4-0 Hermon. We'll come back with the deets of this pitching change after this on The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
At High Chevrolet at Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
All right, 4 batters up this inning for Hermon. 2 of them have scored. 1 of them is on third base. That is Edgar Leclerc. We have a new pitcher. Jack Spellman is on, the right-hander. So Spellman spelling Max Tibbetts. And here's the top of the order, Cam Morrison. All that damage, or all the damage done so far here in the 4th inning, done by the 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters. That is fouled back by Cam Morrison. 3rd at bat through 4 innings already for Morrison, who was fly to center, line to short.
Well, the Cony infield is in. They've got to cut off this run at the plate,
Yeah.
but it makes Morrison a 300 hitter, normally a 400 hitter.
Cony has got to stop the hemorrhaging here. 4-0. They can't give up any more because their offense has been stifled the last 2 games. Spellman, the 0-1. Ground ball, and that hit the base runner, but he was in foul ground.
Very good call, Mike.
Yep.
Very good call.
Hit the back of the base runner, Leclerc, but that's why they have you go in foul ground when you're on third base.
Very good, Mike. You go down in foul, back in fair.
Thank you, Coach. / umpire.
Yep. And
That's
the
plan.
Ellsworth baseball team has arrived here today. They're over to our left.
Taking a look at it. Little scouting report.
Yep.
The 0-2 from Spellman. In the dirt. Good stop by Hayward. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cam Morrison. Sam Hopkins is on deck.
Ellsworth has beaten Lawrence 10-0 and Old Town 11-2.
They have romped in their 2 games. There you go again, John.
I
Be
got
careful over there. Don't move.
No.
Pitch is over his head and behind him. That one got away from Spellman. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third, 2 in. It's 4-0 Hermon.
Thus far, the Hermon Hawks are totally outplaying the Rams.
The 2-2 by Spellman. Swing and a miss. Got him on a high fastball. Big out recorded there. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And here is Sam Hopkins. Sam has been called out on strikes and singled. Those 2 at-bats against Tibbetts.
I thought Matt would suicide then. Get that runner home.
I don't think he's that kind of guy. That's high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Sam Hopkins. Spellman trying to keep this a 4-0 game. Jack sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. He's throwing pretty hard.
He is, yeah. He's getting it up there in a hurry.
You put the gun on him yet?
I did. Not this pitcher. Let me see that. See if I can catch a fastball, Mike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Foul tipped.
78.
All right. 1-2. If Hopkins can reach, Hopkins is on deck. Sam and Max.
Boy, this is a big out for the Rams.
Spellman, runner on third, 2 outs, 2 in. Here's the pitch. Curveball is fouled off, and, a hand on it there by that fan right there in the middle. A fella in the dark T-shirt got a hand on it.
Yeah, even the fans play great defense.
Yeah, Hermon fans even trying to make a play.
Yeah.
1-2. Curveball high, and he couldn't lay off it. And a swinging strike 3. Sam Hopkins is out of there, but 2 more come in to score for the Hermon Hawks. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cony Rams need a rally. The score, Hermon 4, Cony 0. It's live coverage. Class B North baseball semifinals on Sports Radio 1160, WSKW. The Score, CentralMainSports.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Main Sports.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here at sun-splashed Morton Field in Augusta. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and outs are getting few and far between here for the Cony Rams as we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Rams in trouble, down 4-0, and it will be Anderson Noyes, Trent Hayward, and Max Tibbetts. So 2-3-4.
Landon Perry with the only hit in my book, Mike, for the Rams.
First pitch by Kinney there to Noyes. Busts him inside for ball one. Anderson's been up once, and he struck out swinging. Leading off here, takes a strike on the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, he pounds the strike zone, doesn't he?
Kinney's a good-looking pitcher.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball foul.
Good cut.
1-2.
Someone got it.
Actually, the ball went over the fence to the left. I thought it was a bouncer. My bad. 1-2. Yep, someone stabbed it over there.
Yep.
Kinney pitches. That one is off the fists. It's popped up. Third baseman Meserve makes the call, makes the catch. 1 out.
My
jammed him big time.
Goodness. They just can't get good contact.
Well, that's a ball. It's tough to hit right there. It's right on the hands. Unless you...
That's a sign. Kinney's ball has got to be moving more than we see.
Here's Trent Hayward. Trent struck out swinging his first time. 1 out here on the fourth. And Mason Kinney dealing. Fastball outside. Check swing held back. It's a ball. 2-0.
How much fun must it be for Matt Kinney to watch his son pitch out here?
Man, a lot of pride there.
Yeah, a lot of memories for him, too.
The 2-0 hit well to right center field. That's going to get down. Hayward not speedy, but he's going to get 2 out of this as it rolls all the way to the wall. Center fielder Hopkins in too late. It's a stand-up double for Trent Hayward.
Well, Trent Hayward got the ball, and he went with the outside pitch and doubled to right center. Well-hit ball, and the Rams are in business.
So that got a rise out of the Cony fans.
Yep.
See if that gives Cony a bit of a spark. Hayward at second, and we're waiting for a hitter. Are they going to hit for someone?
Well, the last time up, Max Tibbetts was base run 4. Let's see, does he know he's hitting again?
Well, he walked. Oh, that's right. This is Spellman now. So Spellman is in there. So Jack up for the first time. Tibbetts walked his first time.
Yep.
So here's Spellman with a runner at second. Chance for Cony to get on the board with 1 out against Mason Kinney.
Nice pitch.
Fastball is in for a strike.
Live there.
You can hear that.
Yep. Live there.
0-1, the pitch. Fouled off. That one is in the stands. And it is 0-2.
You can almost see Kinney rise to the occasion with a runner at second base. He'll make a tough pitch here.
Mason Kinney, a junior. The set by Kinney, the 0-2.
Yep.
Got him. Check swing. He went around, strike 3.
You knew that was coming. That's his big breaking curveball that he was not going to throw for a strike, and Spellman was just tangled up.
So 2 outs as Spellman is gone. Here's Landon Perry. Perry singled his first time.
And boy, you need a single right here.
Sure do. That was the little ground ball that went by Kinney. That is low, ball 1.
Outfielders are very deep.
Sam Hopkins, couple of steps toward left field, and a big gap in right center. Ooh, almost hit him, bust him inside, 2-0. You don't want to put him on here. 2 balls, no strikes. The right fielder, Cormier, is about 5 feet in front of that Kennebec Savings Bank sign in right field.
I'm not sure Perry has the pop. Hit it over the outfielders' heads.
2 balls, no strikes. Ground ball to third. Third baseman, it takes a funny hop over the glove of Meserve. They're going to hold the runner at third. It was bobbled by Leclerc, but he gets it in. That is just a twist of fate right there for Hermon. And Tommy Meserve has hit a clump of dirt, a rock, and bounced right over his glove.
Well, half the Cony people are saying, Coach Plord, you don't want to hold the runner up at third. Had he not thrown him out, if he'd gotten thrown out at the plate, we all could have gone home.
Can't send him.
Coach Plord made the great
Cannot
call.
send him there.
Held the runner, playing for a big inning.
Cannot have the third out of the inning at home, especially now when you're down 4-0. It's getting late.
Your hitters have got to hit.
2 outs. Here's Lindquist. Lindquist spikes a foul to the left, out of play. Drew 0 for 1. Excuse me. He's not 0 for 1. He's 0 for 0 because he's actually not officially been up because he sacrificed bunted his first time.
Right.
And he moved the runners over to second and third. 1 strike here on Drew.
He's
big spot in this game.
Yeah, he laid down a great bunt last time.
0-1. Kinney steps off. If he throws to first, I might pull all my hair out.
I'm sure his dad doesn't want him throwing over there.
No balls, 1 strike. Mason Kinney.
Yeah.
Delivers inside corner for a strike, and he jumps out in front 0-2.
Matt Kinney's son is going to get the hitter. Period.
Which is what he should be trying to do. Kinney up 2 strikes in the count on Lindquist. First and third, 2 outs, 4-0 Hermon. The pitch, ground ball, hard to second. It plays the second baseman, but Morrison realizes the momentum carried him right to the bag. He tags the bag, gets the force play, and the inning is over. No runs, a threat by the Rams. They had 2 base hits. No errors in the inning, and they have 2 big LOBs. We have finished 4. Hermon with the lead. The score, Hermon Hawks 4, Cony Rams nothing. This is live coverage of playoff high school baseball on The Score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Well, as Yogi Berra might say, John, it's getting late early here at Morton Field in Augusta. We go to the 5th inning, and it's Max Hopkins through 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left for Hermon. Cony, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. First pitch, fastball from Spellman is wide, ball 1.
Hermon's playing a complete game, doing it defensively, offensively, and getting great pitching.
Hopkins 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. Popped up, might be a play for Benedict.
Yeah.
The sun is a problem, and he can't see the ball.
Goodness.
Benedict got over about 10 feet in foul ground and all of a sudden realized the sun was an issue, and he lost the ball completely, and it fell harmlessly for a strike about 10 feet away from him.
You get these problems when teams play at times that they don't ordinarily play. Cony does not play games at noon, and the sun is different here at Morton Field.
And I don't think Benedict has glasses on either, and
No.
he should. Everybody should. The 1-1. High. 2 balls, 1 strike on Max Hopkins. So Max Hopkins, Maddox Kinney, and Braden Ladd, 3-4-5 here for Hermon, up 4-0. That's hit high into the air. Left fielder Terrio comes in, and he almost overran it. 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out. The wind up at the upper levels, I think, is blowing in here. As we look at the flag in center field, it is pretty quiet there.
Yeah. Not going to be a factor today, as it was
No.
on Thursday.
That's for sure. So 1 up, 1 out. Here is Maddox Kinney. Kinney has singled and scored and struck out.
Kid's got power.
Tucker Moore pretty much playing him straight up in center. On the outside corner, strike one. Pitcher's pitch there.
It certainly is.
0-1.
We haven't seen that one called in a while.
Maddox Kinney. High pop-up foul. And that makes it out of play. 0-2. On deck is Ladd. So Hermon looking to advance and play Ellsworth for the regional championship on Tuesday night at Mahaney Diamond in Bangor, where John Coughlin used to patrol left field.
And do a little pitching, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a few wins.
0-2 misses. Boy, what a time to play for Maine back in those days.
Oh,
Jack Butterfield.
Goodness.
You guys had it going on.
We had great crowds.
1-2, waved out a weak swing and a miss, and Kinney is out of there. Strike three, 2 outs. That was a great time to be a Black Bear.
It was.
And your brother was on the 64 World Series team.
64 World Series team. He wasn't as good a hitter as me. He might, when we get together.
There's no bone of contention in the family about that? Everybody acknowledges that he's a better hitter than you?
No, he's not a better hitter than me. I'm a better hitter than him.
Excuse me, that you're a better hitter than him. My bad.
Absolutely.
Okay. First pitch.
It was
ball one here to Ladd.
He was an anemic hitter. I hit with more power, too.
I don't think of you as a power guy.
I hit 7 dingers.
Really?
Yeah.
The 1-0 is outside. 2-0. You hit 7 home runs in 4 years? Well, 3 years, right? You didn't play as a freshman.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Well,
because
the wind blew out pretty good there, Mike.
you look like a leadoff hitter.
No. 3 right from the get-go.
Here's the 2-0. Popped up.
TJ, look out.
That is going to make it.
Look out, TJ.
Into the stands, falls harmlessly.
AD TJ Maine's coming up the stairs.
Well, we can officially begin things now that TJ's here.
Well, TJ's going to get some runs for the Rams.
He's going to try. He needs to, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the windup. Pitch by Spellman.
Uh-oh.
That's fouled down the right field side.
He's got that.
Benedict, Fry dives and makes the catch. How about that? David Fry with a diving catch in foul ground. And apologies again for the camera work. I keep forgetting that I'm actually running the camera here today. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Spellman. He gets 2 fly balls, one of them foul and a strikeout. And that's it. Cony needed that. Now they need to start scoring some runs. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still Hermon 4, Cony nothing. It's live coverage of playoff baseball on The Score.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here live, Morton Field in Augusta, as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 9 outs remaining for the Cony Rams. They trail 4-0.
Talking about that great play by Fry in right field, Mike, how many times have you seen a great defensive play leads into a big offensive inning?
Well, that's what Cony is hoping for here. It is Lance Theriot, David Fry, Matt Boston. Fry, of course, just made that great catch diving in foul ground. Theriot 0 for 1. Fry 0 for 1. Boston 0 for 1 against Mason Kinney, who has been in complete control. Kinney hit him. Well, that gets the inning off to a good start. Cony will take a base runner any way they can.
Was just going to make the comment. The lower part of the order for Cony has now got to do the job.
So Theriot does. He got hit by a pitch. Lead runner on, and here is David Fry. Fry Grounded to second his first time.
And you're not looking to move the runner to second. You're looking to get on base.
No, 4-0. You need base runners. Can't give up any outs.
And McKinney's got a great move, so you got to stay close.
And there's that move right there. And the runner is back. He does whip it over there quickly.
Boy, he's awful close to going to his mound on that rubber. Just wiping it off in time.
There's another quick throw over there, and the ball gets by. And I guess even the son of a major leaguer can't get away from trying to pick off a runner when you really don't need to pick off a runner, John.
No, he's just going to have to walk home when the bus lets him off at Hermon High School. Dad's going to make him walk home after that.
I just don't get it.
Well, he thought he was close the first time.
He was, and he shouldn't have tried it there. All right, here's Fry, meanwhile, waiting for a pitch. And he almost hit him, and he swung at it.
Goodness.
An awkward, strange swing there by Fry, 0-1. It almost hit him, yet he swung at it.
I don't know how you can do that because your feet are moving.
0-1 on Fry with a runner on second, nobody out. That's a strike, poured it right over. 0-2.
A curveball right now will make David Fry fall down.
He might go into a whirling dervish kind of thing.
Yeah.
0-2.
Hang over the ball because it's coming right now.
Kinney looks into McAlpine. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul to the right. Boy, they've been blazing a trail to the stands down to our right here.
Yeah.
That one rolls harmlessly into a fan's hands, and it stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Kinney trying to get an out.
Yep.
And he does. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a breaking ball.
He is not going to handle that 12-6 curveball. Just not going to.
1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts I have him for. Here's Matt Boston. Boston flied to center, his only plate appearance. Still out there at second is Lance Terrio, hit by a pitch. Advanced to second on an errant throw on a pickoff attempt. Here's Boston, number 9 hitter, second baseman.
When Boston gets on, Rams have an opportunity.
Yep, you got Morin on deck. And again, Kinney just consumed and obsessed with a runner at second base when he leads 4-0 in the 5th inning of a game with 1 out.
Oh!
Almost him, he does!
And that's what happens.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about here.
This is exactly what happens when you get too concerned about runners on the base.
If I'm the old man, I'm headed out for a conference
and
right now.
he is. He's going to get it done by just standing up. That's all the pitcher needs to see.
This is a prime example, and it gives greater context to me constantly preaching about doing this because this is exactly what happens.
Well, that's what the third baseman just went in to say. Get your head back to the
hitter
plate.
out.
Get your head back to the plate.
And now you got to face the best hitter on the team and one of the best in the state in Parker Morin, who's looking to crack one, and he grounds one to short.
Third base.
It's fielded. They get it to third, and he is.
No, he is definitely out. He held the bag, but Donnie Plord is going to try to suck the home plate umpire into the call.
All right.
He's going to ask the base umpire, will he go to the plate umpire? The base umpire should say, no, I saw it all. But he's going to come in, and this makes everybody look bad.
So Don Plord asks for a conference.
Because if the third base umpire says he didn't see it well, he shouldn't have made the call.
They've changed the call. Wow.
And this is what happens when this new age of going to every umpire and talking about the call, this gets you into troubles. You should not be going to other umpires once you've banged them out. It means you saw him make the play.
Matt Kinney out with a word. So that's a fielder's choice?
Yeah. Fielder's coach, a fielder's choice. And Coach Plord, congratulations on getting the umpires out of their realm.
That's exactly what happened there. So Morin dribbles a ground ball to short, ends up with a fielder's choice, ends up with the bases loaded for Anderson Noyes, who takes strike 1. Noyes has struck out and popped to the third baseman.
We are in a day and age, Mike, as you know, in all sorts of things that umpires can't make a call and get away with staying with it.
The 0-1. in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So a ground ball to short ends up being a fielder's choice, as it was fielded by Hopkins, who threw to Meserve, who originally was out, or was on the bag, and it wasn't out. That's a strike. Then they conferenced and changed the call to safe.
I was congratulating the third base umpire because he got himself into great position to see it.
Looked like it was a 6-5 fielder's choice.
Was.
Then it didn't. That's a strike.
No, it's up.
Oh, it was up? Okay.
Now we got the umpire at the plate using his right hand to signal up.
2 balls, 2 strikes. All the way outside, 3-2. So the string is out, nowhere to put him. Cony laboring. Here in the 5th inning, he cruised through 4. Hit batsman, a strikeout, another hit batsman. And then that ball to short, and he misses. Ball 4, walks in a run. And it's unraveling quickly here for the Hermon Hawks. Coming in to score is Terrio. And we have got time called. Matt Kinney out to the mound. To second goes Morin. Anderson Noyes gets an RBI on the walk.
1 run in, right, Mike?
Yes, sir. And the bases are still loaded. And here is Trent Hayward. 4-1 now in favor of Hermon. Hayward today has struck out and doubled.
Yeah, a ringing double, and that's what he needs right now.
Kinney trying to work out of a wicked jam. Swing and a miss. Threw a good fastball by him, 0-1.
The corners will go to the plate. Short second baseman will turn the double play at second.
1 out. A run in. The bases loaded, 4-1 Hermon.
Nice
swing and a miss. He tried to check it way too late. 0-2. Kinney realizing he needs a strikeout.
His curveball, when he throws it well, is almost unhittable.
Kinney up 0-2 to Hayward. Here it is, fouled back. He got a good rip and missed it.
Yeah, they're looking fastballs for sure.
Fouled it back. 0-2, Yes, 0-2.
Big pitch.
Runners lead first, second, and third. A run in, 4-1 Hermon. Mason Kinney deals. Ground ball wide of third. This is going to be trouble. Fielded by the shortstop. He threw it away. Should have eaten it. It goes over the bag. Another run comes in to score.
We got a runner hurt
and
at
it is
base.
4-3.
And he is out. The runner at first is out. Call time.
Oh, we've got our player down.
Yeah, you can't do anything about that. He went around first base, stumbled. He's in play. You can't call time because the runner at third still advancing.
So Hayward clearly hurt himself.
Yeah, and he's out.
So 2 runs come in. Boston comes in to score. And also Parker Morin comes in to score.
Rams will need to get a catcher ready.
And that's a big loss there. Trent Hayward went down. And so Hayward gets a single.
Yeah. Boston scored, right, Mike?
Boston scored and Morin scored.
And Morin, yeah.
And Hayward is up, but as you can see, having to be helped off the field.
That's not good.
No.
Trying to put some weight on that right
Now
leg.
trying to, yeah.
Yeah, maybe okay. And we have a Hermon player helping him off, the coach, first base coach.
Parker Morin going in to put his shoulder under Hayward's arms. So Trent Hayward, just an awful play at first. I have to admit, I wasn't looking at it, didn't see it. But he went down after he rounded the bag, so he was fair game as the ball was still in play.
Yeah.
And then was tagged out after that.
He was watching the ball and lost. You know, he went down. He was off balance, Mike, when he hit the bag.
And he was out 9-3.
Yeah, and just laid there. The umpire wasn't sure he could call him out, but you have to. I mean, it's a horrible thing to do, but he's out.
So 1 RBI on the play. The second run comes in to score on the error by the shortstop. And here is Spellman. Spellman's been up once. He came on in relief of Tibbetts, and he struck out. 2 outs now with Hayward tagged out. But 2 runs in, on that play. 3 runs in the inning. It's 4-3. The screws are tightening here at Morton Field. Kinney from the full wind. Swing and a miss. Spellman rips through it. Strike one. 0-1 on Jack Spellman. The pitch. Curve stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good discipline to lay off that bender.
So it's not like Kinney has been hit all over the place here in this inning. He hit 2 batters.
That's the same defense we've seen the Rams play. Yep.
Strike. Couple of well-placed ground balls by Cony to deep short.
Spellman's going to have to handle the curveball here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. It is wide, apparently.
Are you kidding me?
2-2. Kinney thought he had him.
So the plate umpire told the catcher it was low, told Matt Kinney it was outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Might have been high, too. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. He got him.
Same pitch.
But the Cony Rams come back into this ball game. The Rams get 3 runs. They had 2 hit batsmen in the inning. There was an error in the inning and just 1 base hit. That was it. As I said, the screws tightening up. We have finished 5. It's a 1-run ball game now. Score: Hermon Hawks 4, Cony Rams 3. This is live coverage of high school playoff baseball, the Class B North semifinals on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW. The Score, CentralMainSports.com, and on YouTube at Central Maine Sports.
Just as we can help prevent a child from catching a cold, we can also help prevent a child from having mental health problems. We know what it takes to keep a child physically healthy: nutritious food, exercise, immunizations, but the basics for good mental health aren't always as clear. The first basic is to know that children's mental health matters. At Assistance Plus, we give each child's needs our careful attention, might organize a care team for a child's mental health, and when needed, offer guidance toward professional clinical support. Learn more at assistanceplus.com.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. Build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25.
Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at ClarkScrapMetals.com.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Coverage of high school sports on the place for local sports, The Score. It's been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hermon Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Remember, every game we stream live on The Score is always stored forever in the vault at centralmainsports.com and on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. Your team from your town plays here. Sports Radio, WSKW, The Score, and centralmainsports.com.